Americans to know? What do you want the church to know? What do you want people to know? What do you want us to know? Say anything.
I believe, you said Israel is struggling, right? But I honestly believe that we have the most important thing. God is with us. And if I take something from it is just love your people, truly love your people, and believe. That's it.
Faith and love.
Yeah.
Love your people and believe. Faith and love. Yeah. Everything else is that's the big stuff right there.
Everything else is going to be just
The only,
fine.
in fact, in the Brit Hadashah, the New Testament, it says the only thing that matters is faith and love. It actually says that, so it's like just what you just said. It's beautiful. So, do we have a microphone that we can use, or should we use this one? Because I could give this one, and but we do want to give you the opportunity to. So, should I give you this one? Maybe Greg, would you be the microphone runner? And if you have questions. So it'll be the Greg to Greg handoff here. Yes. Kristen.
Ophir, thank you so much for being here tonight. It's just an honor to have you. And I did see you in November when you shared at the synagogue. And so it's just amazing to hear the story again. And I remember when you shared it last time, you shared a little bit of an intro about your friend and the significance of Shabbat for her, and how there was some kind of thread within your story when you shared last time. Could you share that here?
Yes, of course. And I think we have that picture as well. So I have a very good friend. Her name is Marianne. She's religious. She are my best friends in Israel for many years. And it was actually about 24 hours or so before October 7th that me and her met in the beach in Tel Aviv. And it was it was very hard to create that meeting. She's so busy. She's also an officer in the military. Here she is. And it's very hard to get on her schedule, same as mine. And we met there, and we sit there, and we talk. And I actually asked her. She's a very high officer, and also she's religious, so she keeps Shabbat. So she won't drive or work during Shabbat. So during Saturdays. So I asked her, Maya, what if, let's say, something happens and there is a war, and it's actually Saturday? Will you still keep Saturday, or you're just gonna go to the army and do your service? And she's like, Ophir, it's not gonna happen. Like, why would it happen out of nowhere? I tell her, no, I insist. Let's say there is like Yom Kippur war is happening. Are you still gonna like keep Shabbat or not? And she tells me, Ophir, no way that Yom Kippur is gonna happen again to Israel. No way, we're way stronger today. And I tell her, I insist. What if it happens? And she tells me, well, of course I'm gonna do what I need to do. It's a war, so I'm not gonna keep Shabbat. Yes, right, okay, so I was talking about Yom Kippur War, which is a war that came out of nowhere. It was a surprise to everybody. So I asked her if it happens again. So she says, no way. And then, no way it's gonna happen. But here, 2 days after, Saturday morning, she keeps the Saturday, and she gets a phone call from her commander saying that she needs to come to the base and work. And that's what you need to do.
So you were really maybe led of the Lord to ask that question.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, maybe I was led of the Lord in this, but 2 days ago, in my morning devotions, I noticed in Exodus 16, verse 4, God says to Israel that the Sabbath was a test. He actually calls it a test. By this I will test you. Will you do the Sabbath? And that just really caught me.
Right, but she did tell me that it's okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking for me, right, and for us, in Kristen's question, right, and I'm thinking, but no, absolutely. I mean, life matters more than the Sabbath, keeping the Sabbath. No doubt about it, right? Absolutely.
Yes,
You know?
and then she tells me, okay, listen, I have to go to my family because today is a very important day for us. It's the last time for the year you can pray and ask for your last wishes for the year if you just read the Tehillim, and she tells me, Ophir, it's important to me that you will read those as well today. Try to do it before midnight because today is the last day for you to ask what you want for the year. So I usually don't read in the Bible as often, but she said it's important. I believed. I decided, okay, let me go ahead and read those. So I go home and I didn't have time because I worked that day and I read read what she told me that I need to read. But it was in the very last moment. And then all I could ask for that evening was just help for me and my family. And God answered it. Yeah.
Any other questions?
Ophir, my question for you is, when we go through traumatic experiences like what you went through, we change. It just can't help but change us. So how did this change you?
That's a great question. I think it still happens as we speak. And you realize what's important. Many things, actually. So one of them, you realize who you really want to keep in your life and who you don't. You realize that your belief is more important than anything. But you feel it. It's more than anything. It's not from a story. You feel how important, and that every day you can basically not exist the next day. So you realize you want to keep certain people around you and keep away some others. And yeah, I believe that's about it. For my belief and the people around me.
Thank you so much for sharing. Gateway Church obviously does not believe this. I don't believe this, but we're seeing the media say, or these protesters say that Israel's actions pushes Hamas to do these things. How do you feel? What do you say when people defend Hamas? You clearly said they're terrorists, and they are terrorists. And it was intriguing that you said that the way you could tell they were terrorists is Israel's not allowed to use the automatic features on the guns. So what would you, if you could tell all these people at the campuses protesting, to tell them the truth of what's really happening over there?
What would I tell them, or how does it make me feel?
Both.
I would love to speak to one of them. Let's put it that way. I think after, really, honestly, I would love to speak to them. I think most of the people that say anything different